Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honor Dr. Haskell Monroe, Jr. of Bryan College Station, Texas, who passed away on November 13, 2017. Haskell Monroe, Jr. was born in Dallas, Texas on March 18, 1931. He was the only child of Haskell Monroe, Sr. and Myrtle Monroe. The family of three lived in Garland, Texas until Haskell Jr. was 10, when they moved to Fort Smith, Arkansas because of his father's job with the United States Department of War. They lived there for 2 years before moving to Orange, Texas, where the family resided through Haskell's high school years. During his high school years, Haskell was an active member of the band, the track and field team, the football team, and he was a member of the Boy Scouts. His experience at schools in both Garland and Orange fostered a love of learning that lasted throughout his life. After graduating from high school in 1948, he went on to Austin College in Sherman, Texas, where he continued his involvement in track and field and football. He graduated from Austin College in 1952 with a bachelor's degree in both history and English. After graduation, he started graduate school at Austin College, working to earn his master's in history. While working to earn his master's degree, Haskell began teaching at nearby Denison High School. He taught history at Denison and found his lifelong calling to be an educator while he was working there. In 1954, Haskell enlisted in the United States Navy. He served for 3 years in the Navy, and while in the Navy, Haskell's passion for teaching never wavered, and he continued to teach while stationed in South Carolina. There, he taught English to visiting Japanese sailors and volunteered as an assistant coach for a local high school football team. Haskell completed his service and was discharged from the Navy in 1956. Shortly thereafter, he met the love of his life, Margaret Joanne Phillips, known as Jo. The two met while Haskell was working on historical research in North Carolina. On June 15, 1957, Jo and Haskell were married. In addition to many years of love and happiness, the marriage produced 4 children: Stephen, Melanie, Mark, and John, and 8 grandchildren. The Monroes moved to Houston after their wedding in order for Haskell to pursue a PhD in history at Rice University. They eventually moved to the Bryan College Station area in 1959. One of his doctoral professors at Rice, Dr. Frank Vandiver, who would himself one day become the president at Texas A&M University, helped Haskell get his first job. With Dr. Vandiver's recommendation, Haskell became a professor of history at the Agricultural and Mechanical College of Texas. This initial position was the beginning of a decades-long career, both as a professor and as an administrator. One of his early contributions to Texas A&M was his appointment to the Texas A&M Aspirations Committee. This initiative was commissioned by then-President Earl Rudder to recommend changes to the university to put the institution on sound footing for the future. Among the recommendations to come out of this committee were the admission of female students, non-compulsory membership in the Corps of Cadets, racial integration, higher admission standards, and input that led to changing the name of the university to Texas A&M University. Haskell left Texas A&M in 1980 to become president at the University of Texas, El Paso, commonly known as UTEP. After 7 years at UTEP, he became the chancellor at the University of Missouri, where he remained until 1993. Under his leadership, both schools reached new heights as academic institutions, enrolling record numbers of students, increasing minority student populations, and molding many National Merit Award scholars. In his downtime, Haskell enjoyed collecting postcards from towns where he had lived and visited while traveling, especially the backroads of the United States and Mexico, and learning history through commemorative bricks, plaques, and roadside markers and historical places. He also shared his father's passion for woodworking and was known to create many pieces for his friends and his family. A member of the local community, Haskell was a member of the Rotary Club and served on the boards of the United Way, Salvation Army, and Boy Scouts. He was also a lifelong member of the Presbyterian Church, where he also served as an elder and an ordained deacon. Mr. Speaker, Haskell Monroe worked tirelessly to teach the young people and to give back to his community. He is loved by our Bryan College Station community, and he left an enduring impression on the entire state of Texas. He will be forever remembered as a great educator, colleague, philanthropist, community leader, husband, father, grandfather, and friend. My wife Gina and I offer our deepest and heartfelt condolences to the Monroe family. We also lift up the family and friends of Dr. Monroe in our prayers. I have requested that a United States flag be flown over the Capitol to honor the life and legacy of Dr. Haskell Monroe, Jr. As I close today, I urge all Americans to continue praying for our country during these difficult times, for our military men and women who protect us from external threats, and for our first responders who protect us here at home.